I think I can confidently say that I'm a pretty positive person. I'm just a normal guy who's been able to apply some things in my life to make my life more positive, basically overall. And in this video, I promise you that if you take just a bit of the advice they tell you, you'll become more positive throughout your life too. Let's just address the basics instantly. What is positivity? Positivity is being able to apply a few things in your life to get yourself out of a negative state and put yourself inside the positive state. That's basically positivity. And there's a few parts to positivity. I'm going to be talking about positive thinking. And there's a part in your life, you're always presented with different situations in your life, and there's a choice that you never thought about before, like the choice to think negatively or the choice to think positively. Whenever you're presented in a situation, most people just unconsciously choose to think negatively. They don't even realize it. Just imagine someone honking behind you in their car when you're on the road. You don't tell yourself that you want to be pissed off, but you just make reasons for yourself to be pissed off. You're like, why is this day so bad? Why is this person honking at me? I can't be bothered today. He's just pissing me off. Couldn't you just tell yourself maybe he wants to go to the toilet or something? Maybe he has someone who needs to go to the hospital. It might not be true, but you chose to make that thing true. You chose to think about it in a certain way that stopped you from being mad. Like if you knew he had someone who needed to go to the hospital urgently, would you really be mad at him? Would you really tell yourself, oh yeah, I'm mad at that person for wanting to get his son to the hospital? Of course not. You'd be like, oh yeah, that's reasonable. I would do the same thing. So it's exactly the same way. It's exactly the same way with anything you have in life. People could tell you a ton of things, and people could act in a ton of certain ways that will put you in negative states. But you get to choose whether to interpret those things as negative emotions or positive emotions. Like someone can tell you something that may piss you off, and you may think to yourself, oh yeah, that person just wants to destroy me. But what he actually meant might be something else. Something that you didn't actually consider in the first place. Like, I don't believe in going to college. I don't believe that I should go to college. I just find it to be useless. But my parents do. And when I thought about it to myself, I was like, if I was a parent, I would want to teach my kid the exact same thing I fully believe in. Of course, I wouldn't teach him if I don't believe in college. Of course, I wouldn't teach my kid to go to college. I teach him not to go to college because it's useless. Unless he wanted a degree in unless he wanted a degree in law or he wanted to become a doctor, then he should go to college because that's his dream. Anything other than that, I would tell myself, no, you shouldn't go to college. So why should I be annoyed? Because my parents are basically wanting me to do the thing that they believe in. They don't believe that college is bad. They believe that college is very, very important in your life. So they, of course, would force me, or not force me, but of course they would want me to go into college. That's just logical. I would do the same thing. But instead, in the beginning, I started to think to myself, yeah, they just don't want me to do the thing that I want. They just don't understand. They're not wanting me to live the life that I want, and they're just making me pissed off every single minute. And then I thought about it again, and I was like, no, they're doing the exact same thing I would do. They're telling me what they believe in, and I would tell my kids what I believe in. So why should I be annoyed? When I started to interpret it in that way, I started to tell myself, oh yeah, they're not trying to piss me off. They're just doing the right thing in their eyes. And the more I did that throughout the situations in my life, the more I realized that even though people might not inherently want the good thing for you, and other people might, like my parents, like 90% want the good thing for me, like not 90%, 100% want the good thing for me, but I interpreted it as something bad in the beginning. I changed my mind. Other people might not want the good thing for you. Other people might want to harm you. But if you decide to interpret that thing as something good, or interpret it in a way that makes you feel about it like it's something good, then it will completely change and it will become something good in your eyes. So I believe that taking situations into your mind and telling yourself, this situation, I'll act this way in this situation, and I'll make myself act positive, and I'll act this way in this situation, and I'll also make myself act positive, instead of just falling into a negative state without actually realizing there's a choice in the beginning. That's positive thinking. And that's what would make someone just more happy throughout his life. Because if someone went from believing that everybody's trying to harm him and everybody's trying to piss him off, to changing his mindset and going into a state of, I believe not everybody's trying to harm me and most people are trying to help me, just maybe in their way, not in the way that I believe is right. As soon as you get that, as soon as that clicks in your mind, you'll actually understand what I mean. If you want to take this seriously, if you want to actually enter a place full of positive people, so that whenever you have questions on positivity, whenever you have questions on how to achieve this, or whenever you're feeling like you're down, you're falling into a negative state, you want someone to help you up, I believe a community like social media of positivity would be perfect for someone like you. It's a community that I just made recently, like 2 months ago. And I believe if you've watched this far into the video and you've actually enjoyed and want to take this positivity thing so seriously, this community will be perfect for someone like you. And look, a community doesn't start from nothing. It starts from one brick. Just like a house starts from one pillar, then another, and that pillar starts from a brick. You keep building up on that brick. It's just like a community. You could be that brick. You could be the person who enters the community in the beginning and actually tells people, shows people how this community could actually benefit a ton of people. Then the community can start getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it becomes a mansion. I believe someone like you would be perfect inside this community. So again, the link for it is in the description. Social media of positivity is waiting for you. Always remember to stay positive, and I'll see you in the next video.